Well, hopefully we get this kind of weather on the big day.
That'd be great.
So about 3 or 4 years ago, I think it was when you first come up with the idea of it'd be nice for people just to get together. No vendors, no stalls, nothing but just bring yourself some food, your friends, your family, and chill out. Was it a kind of, did you realise then, this is a big undertaking? Or did you think, well, this is just such a good idea, it'll flow?
No, I think we were very positive, and I thought that, it was exactly what Greystones needed at the time 3 years ago, especially after COVID, etc. There had been nothing like that at the time. We thought, look, if we get 100 people showing up, it's 100 people who've come together. And then it grew and grew and grew, and it's fantastic, and it's ever evolving, and we're delighted.
I'm going to touch some wood here because the weather's always been great for you too.
The weather has been fantastic, and fingers crossed it's the same this year. We hadn't really got any really hot days. We haven't had any really rainy days. I think the first year we had a shower at the end of the day when Luke Carrick was actually on plane for the very first year, and everyone stood under the trees and we were still boogieing, and we all had a great day. So fingers crossed. Crossed.
I think we're all aware too, being Ireland, that you just don't know, and therefore when the sun's out, great, but we also accept there's going to be a little rain in an Irish day. So I think whatever the weather, people just love the fact that it's a reason to come together. It's a reason to sort of join hands with the living, because there's not a huge amount of that going on now. I always feel people are somewhat sort of distracted by social media and lots of other things they need to do, and that social side of it's so important for people to come together.
It's so important, and we keep it as basic as we can. We don't have, even for our kids' entertainment area, it's old school skipping ropes, hula hoops. Right. There's nothing digital here. It's a day of just calm relaxation, coming together. We also really love the fact that, even if there is a shower, we don't have marquees, we can't have them here. So bring a brolly, cover it up, picnic blankets, throw them over your head. The music will keep going unless it's torrential. And we'll know a few days before in advance if it's going to be an awful day. Obviously, we would have to cancel live music, etc. But we'll still have our Senko buses here in our sensory area, and we'll try and put on a few other little bits.
I was thinking of driving the car onto the green just to be safe with the weather. Would that be, I'm sure, if just a few, I wouldn't
no
obviously...
health and safety problems there.
I'll make sure there's nobody underneath the car at any point. So the actual organisation, there's a lot of great people, and above this video we'll list all the wonderful sponsors, but there is a lot of people involved in this simple thing, because you would just think, let's just grab a blanket, grab some nice food and go to the park. There's actually quite a bit of organisation involved to make sure...
There really is. We're planning this since straight after Paddy's Day. So Christmas obviously leads into Paddy's Day then leads into picnic, and picnic then leads into Christmas again. So it's the three big events that Greystones Town Team run during the year. And there's lots of people behind the scenes who work very, very hard. And we're all volunteers. So these sort of things don't happen, without people coming together. And we've a great bunch of people. Love doing community events, and that's why I got involved with Greystones Town Team.
Is there any dead wood in the team do you want to mention now? It would be a good opportunity, just
No,
just a hint.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you off camera.
Okay. So when it comes to days like this, as I said, there's a sort of a real need in this town of late, I think, for people to connect. And I'm guessing the feeling, that you must get when you see that happening, not only for Paddy's Day and Christmas, which is a natural kind of, let's all come out on the streets, but I think there's something about this, it's just like a gesture of, this is just about the town, this is just about people who live here. I mean, other people at Hawkinswood and all are doing great events as well, but this, I'm sure it must be a lovely feeling when you've seen how this has taken off.
No, it really is. And, when you take a step back, look, on the day, everything's so busy. It's the days after that, when we see pictures that people put up, or they say, we had lovely feedback last year, especially from one lady came to us, and her husband had been away that weekend, and she came to us and she said, this has saved me this weekend. and my kids are happy and they're safe, and I know that they're enjoying it. And you get great pride, I think, and it's lovely as well for people. Life is so busy, like you had said earlier, and some people don't know their neighbours or don't know a couple of people down the road, and they come together, they come here, you get to know people. We've lots of new residents, and it's a great community event.
I should say too that John McGowan is really getting into the spirit, because normally when he's taking pictures at these events he only takes the good looking people, but he said this year he'll include the ugly people, so everybody is welcome to come down. Yeah, he said that anybody who wants to come down. So I guess just to say that it is basically all free. There's going to be no vendors, no stalls, so just grab some food if you have some at home, if you want to grab some from the main street.
Yeah,
I'm guessing some of the guys in the main street will do nice little kind of like specials for the day that's in it, so it just means just bring yourself down and hopefully just, you know, we'll get that sort of weather where you can just chill out for the whole day. And
yeah, we have asked some of the businesses on the main street that if they've got any special offers, let us know in advance. We'll advertise it. You know, you can go order your wrap or your sandwich from the likes of Super Value, from 11 Deli, from Boy's Kitchen, etc., and collect, bring it over. And I think Vic, who's also one of our sponsors, he usually does a barbecue outside. You can fly over there, grab a burger, and if not, bring your sambos. I know some people have a few flasks. They come in handy as well.
Hip flasks, I'm mainly hip flasks.
Listen, whatever works. And last year, I think there was still a table here at 9 o'clock last year.
Wow.
You know, with their cheese boards and their wine and
there'll always be a few of those. There'll always be a few. I presume you have tasers for like around 10 o'clock just to make sure. So yeah, congratulations. It's always been a great success. I know that the whole idea of it is the spirit of coming together. So whatever happens, whatever the colours, whatever the music, whatever, I know the Baton Twillers are here, it'll just be a great excuse to just connect and just have that kind of chill out where you just, this is where I live, these are the people I live with, and that chance to just connect is huge.
And we've got some great talented, we've changed it around this year as well. We've got some really diverse music. So we have some American roots with Hugh Grass. We have trad bands with Crinnew. We also have Clanad Nakayla. They're going to be at the entrance. We have Robbie Doyle is finishing it up this year for us. And I'm sure Robbie will add in a few Oasis tunes that day, because Oasis are playing that evening.
All right.
So so look, I just hope everybody comes down and chills for the day.
And I see Ken Wheatley's doing security, so any trouble,
Ken's on security,
all his men are rolling around
in their
pajamas, ready to chop the hell out of.
Absolutely. And we've Kids Club Ireland here to entertain the kids.
Rock and roll.
I mean, we can just sit on our blankets and chill.
Boom.